Hello everyone, my name's Kane and welcome back to more Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky the Third. Last time we did a lot more doors, that's kind of mostly it. And we also explored a little bit of the Glorious because, well, there's still more to go through it, but now we're at the Sanctuary. I'm kind of scared as to who's going to be back here. But I figure the best setup we're going to want going into it, at the very least, is going to be Kevin, Estelle, Joshua, and Ren. And by best setup, I just mean the setup that probably makes most sense story-wise. I don't know if we're immediately going to be jumping straight into the boss fight with the Guardian, but it certainly feels like we might. And if we are, oh boy. Also, I never equipped you with this. But yeah. Oh boy. But there's not really anything I can do to prevent it, so let's save the game one more time. And let's get to it. What's behind the door? This is the room to Wiseman's area. Is he here? Allow me to congratulate you on making it here. Oh god. Quite a surprise to reunite with you all in this way, let me tell you. The thing is a splendidly peculiar thing, is it not?
You sure ought to make a guy crack a smile. You came all this way just to give little old me a fight.
Circumstances as they are, it is so good to see you again.
Yeah, I couldn't even bring everyone here that I want to if I could. I fear you would be the ones waiting for us.
So I get to fight you three, do I? I can barely wait to get started.
The pleasure's all ours, we assure you.
Indeed. Fighting both the Blackfang and the Angel of Slaughter at once is going to pose an interesting challenge.
But I ain't one to back away from a tough fight. In fact, I crave them, so let's go.
I couldn't agree more. Do you have any cards left we can whip out to avoid this? 3 Ouroboros members at once isn't what I call a fair fight, or even a winnable one.
Surely you just are still bright.
You've grown wonderfully since our first encounter, and I'm sure you know as better than anyone.
I'm actually looking forward to finding you again, girlie. Don't let me down now.
Wow, way to put the pressure on you guys.
There's no way we're walking away from this one. Probably no point in saying this, but take it easy on us, okay? As if you, of all people, need us going easy. Your game was up a long time ago, Con Man.
Con Man? I'd heard many a rumor regarding the church's heretic hunter in the past, but I feared such rumors were almost downplayed after learning he had the strength to slay the Faceless alone.
You certainly did a flawless job of deceiving us. I don't believe we have any interest in avenging his death.
But it's only right for us to repay our debts, and we certainly owe you one for swindling us.
So come on, time to show your true colors and stop playing around. Well, if that's what you really want. Wasn't any point holding back against you freaks anyway. Got your wish. I hereby acknowledge you as heretics. Let the hunt begin.
Kevin,
That's it. That's exactly what I wanted. You look every bit the monster I'd hoped you were, just like us.
Don't even think of holding back, kiddo. Not unless you want to end up splattered on the ground.
I wouldn't dream of it at this point. By the time I walked through that door, my resolve was set. If I can't win here, I won't be fit to face him. So I'm going to come at you with all I've got. There's no way in hell I'll lose.
Joshua,
Let's go.
my, we've a spectacular performance in store for us, don't we?
You're telling me. I'm fired up just thinking about it.
Then may the curtain rise. Let us begin a carnival for the ages. Illusory and infinite, spectacular and without end. Oh dear. The Phantom Thief, the Bewitching Belle, and the Direwolf. Of Blue Blanc, Luciola, and Walter. Blue Blanc the Phantom Thief, Enforcer number 10, dazzles with strange magic tricks that harry his foes into the grave. Luciola the Bewitching Belle, Enforcer number 6, uses Eastern techniques to control illusions and destroy body and mind. and Walter the Direwolf, enforcer number 8, and the master of the Taito School, kills foes with murderous fists. Game, you are funny as hell. Making me fight 3 of these guys at once. You're real funny, aren't you? You're really freaking funny. You're really funny for starting the fight like that. You're really funny, aren't you? Look here, ya. You're really freaking funny, game, aren't you? Oh, this is a joke. And I'm not laughing. I don't even know where to begin here. All of them are dangerous in their ways. Luciola has the least amount of health, but I feel like Walter's gonna be the one that deals the most damage. And then there's, of course, Blue Blanc, who I don't even know. There's not really a good choice for me to start here, is there?
We're good to go.
Okay, let's see here. I'm just gonna try spamming. One at a time, I guess. We're already up to a really annoying start. I don't think I can lower Walter's stats. In that case, it might actually be best to deal with him first. I'm not sure, though. Again, all these guys suck in some way to deal with. And I never anticipate fighting all 3 at once. Ah. Wild card. That scream. I don't know who I want to deal with. Screw it, Walter first. Again, he's the only one I can't speed down, so... Judging by that alone, it might make him the best target. Sonic shot. Akashic Rain. Okay. Whee. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this, but I want to. Crap. Can't have that. I just have to spam Walter. Crap. No, she's gonna heal. Crap. I don't have a way to stop that. Or do I? Silent Cross.
Got it.
Okay. Walter's losing a lot of health.
You know what? Sure. Potter Motter! Get!
Kill Potter Motter. Yes! Walter's out. Oh, no, you don't. I want Luciola out next. While we're at it, I'm gonna go ahead and use Clock Down on both those two again. I had a feeling, Hellfire! I had a feeling I had to do it quick. Not quick enough, though. Blue Ascension. Oh wait, no, it just removed its appearance because of... Okay. Green heal easily. Paralyze. Okay, let's try... Tempest Dance. Didn't do too much, all things considered. All right, just Blue Blanc. You're next, Magic Man. The waves will consume you. Death Magic. Had a feeling? Not enough. You're out, buddy. True wheel time. I'll be taking that health back. Ooh. That was scary.
I underestimate you guys.
Oh, I had a lovely time, personally. I almost wish it could have lasted a while longer. You're messing with me, right?
I think we're fine with stopping here.
Seriously.
Really? I'm with Luciola.
Regardless, you have defeated us, and with that, claim the right to challenge the Fourth Guardian.
The first to be chosen by the Lord of Phantasma, and the last that you shall face. Defeating him will be no easy task.
But hey, you managed to give the three of us a real workout. Don't go screwing up now, or I'm gonna kill you.
We won't.
I'd rather avoid death at your fist, so get on it.
You really have to go?
It pains me to say yes, but we must. What about you? When will you be returning to Ouroboros?
You needn't feel rushed to find your way again. Take as long as you need. No one can restrict the actions of we enforcers. Not even an Anguis.
If you do become our enemy, I'll be looking forward to a hell of a fight with you again. And if you come back to us, I'm up for giving you some training if you want it. You'll be able to master my zero impact in no time flat.
I'll give it some thought.
Oh, it appears our time is up.
For now, I bid you all farewell.
Later.
Farewell, you three. And that'll probably take us to the...
Oh, it's in our warp circle.
Right, on your side of the circle waits the serious final battle. You sure you're ready for this, Joshua?
As ready as I'll ever be. Don't hold back for my sake. We can step inside as soon as you guys want. There's two people I can think of in there. Joshua's nightmare. Joshua's old friend. One of two is going to be in there. Shall we find out? Okay, here we go. What the? Farewell Arena?
Where are we?
Looks like our friends prepped an arena to have our final battle in.
It seems that way. I can sense someone waiting for us right at the top of the staircase. Someone really powerful. Let's go. Shall we? To the top. Alright. Who's waiting for us? Here we are.
Welcome, orphan of a lost village. Greetings also to you, one who seeks atonement for his past transgression. A stigma forever at his back.
Schwartzer? Yep. Low.
Sorry for the wait. Congratulations on moving your pieces this far across the game board. Should you defeat me, the Final Guardian, the end of this plane, will finally be in sight. Of course, that is a very big if.
Can I ask you one thing before we begin?
No?
Why? Why do you wear that mask and hide your face from us?
What a foolish question. Because that is the will of my lord. What other reason could there possibly be?
The real one! The reason for being here is that the Lord Phantasma wanted you to be. I don't doubt that. But you hiding your face from us isn't their will at all. Enough with the lies.
Joshua.
Joshua.
You all knew, huh? Sorry. My own inability to face reality has only made things harder for everyone.
Hey, don't try to shoulder all the blame for this yourself. I think we all had our doubts. I know I did.
Yeah, Kevin's right. I figured out from the moment we met. I just couldn't bring myself to say it.
You seem to think you've worked something out, but I haven't got the faintest idea as to what. If you're so sure you're right, why not go ahead and say it? That is, if you feel you honestly have the resolve to do so.
I won't.
You won't?
Why state the obvious when I'll see for myself after cracking that mask to bits anyway? What matters most right now is that if we can't defeat you, there's no future for any of us. So right now, I'm just gonna leave who you really are out of the equation. Not because I'm afraid to face up to the truth or because I don't I don't know what to do in the face of it. But because I must and will defeat you and overcome this trial before me.
You're a hell of a stand-up guy, Joshua.
I'm so proud of you. Heck yeah, I'm in. I suppose I don't mind playing backup.
Let's go.
I didn't think that was all it took to get your fighting spirit back. Very well then. Do as you will. Defeat me and break this mask. What the? Of course. Your archaism. Let's do it.
Black Dragaion.
Here we go. My name is Schwarzer, rider of the Black Dragon and guardian of the Abyss. And in accordance to my pact with the Lord of Phantasma, I shall act as your next trial. Let the battle begin. Right. You got it. Here we go. Schwarzer.
Demon Flames! Schwarzer, a swordsman with a strange mask, also uses powerful arts, and the D-Phantom. Black Archaism made by Ouroboros using ancient tech as reference. Its firepower is insane. Well, we need to, right out the gate, heal everybody out of the crap that he just hit us with. I don't know if I can kill one or the other first, or if one's going to revive the other. But I'd like to try and take out the D-Phantom first, I think. Well, actually, I'm not even sure about that, but... Oh boy, this is about to be one hell of a fight, ain't it? I doubt I can clock down Schwarzer, but I might be able to get away with doing it on the D-Phantom. And if I can, I'm going to. Okay. I thought so. I can't get away with it on it. No. I can't stop it. No matter what, Kevin's gonna get hit here. I can't stop that. Silver Thorn. Confusion. Crap! Kevin! Wake up!
We're good to go.
Ugh. Schwarzer deals a lot of damage. Keep going with Blue Ascension. Dang it. It's annoying as hell. And you are also annoying as all hell. The amount of damage you do is absurd. I'm not gonna be able to properly out-heal this one. Oh, no, you don't. Oh, crap. Maybe you do. Wait, no, you don't. Estelle can stop. I'm just assuming Estelle can actually make it work. Still can't make it work, then... guess we're not. Hard break. Got it. What are you doing? That's on himself. What are we... What could he be doing? I'm not gonna be able to stop whatever he's doing himself. I assume he's healing. Earth Guard. Okay. Zero Storm. Good. Ah. Keep being down the Dragion. Can't stop it. He's gonna give it a wall, isn't he? He's either gonna give it a wall or he's gonna heal it. Tira. You suck. I had a feeling. No, that's fine. I can work with that. Gosh, dang it. I have to outdamage his healing. Oh, would you cut it out? Didn't stop it. That's not the right move. That'll do. All gone. Get out of the way! Now it's just Schwarzer.
Demon Flames. You won't get away with it. Cut that out.
Oh, we're gonna be here a while with this guy. Good. Not exactly sure why I keep focusing on Estelle, but there are honestly a lot better options for you. Zodiac. Okay, good. Walk up. Swill him away. Just whittle him away a little bit at a time. Keep spamming. You know what? I can't get Ren. I still want to do it. I still think it's worth it. Body split. This is what I was afraid of. Silverthorn. Go for it. The crit. It's mine. So many of them. Get him! Okay, that's one down. Earth Guard. Miss. I'm gonna use an EP Charge 3. Can't hit both. Go for the copy first. Useless, you say? All right, just back to you. For how long, though? I don't know. Can't stop that. I don't think I'm in the range for it. Okay, I wasn't. He's low. He's getting low. Heal with Estelle herself. In the meantime... No, I can't heal with Estelle herself. What am I saying? I forgot. She's confused. Heal up. It's going decently so far. What do I want to do here? Give back Zodiac to everyone again. Had a feeling! What's my best play here? I can move Joshua away. I see it. Move Joshua away. Kevin, you heal with Curia. And Estelle, you get out of there. Got it. I'll put this on Joshua. Yeah, put this on Joshua. And I should be able to heal all. Alright, we're good. Good! Couldn't have gone better. Almost there. Just don't hold. Just don't get stupid. Trying to use an art. You're not gonna get the chance.
Wanna see what I
It's over!
Oh,
too slow.
Wheel of time!
Wheel of time.
Schwarzer defeated. Holy crap! Look at all the Sepith! Blade Lord's emblem. Sure enough. Hello.
Congratulations. You did as you said you would. You broke my mask. Be right then.
It really is you.
I never thought I'd be so lucky to see you again. Not that I can imagine this reunion has much meaning for you at this point.
You have no idea. I was scared, I think. I might have been given the chance to meet you again, but I knew from the start it was going to be short-lived. I knew I'd have to go through the pain of losing you a second time, so I tried to pretend I had no idea who you were to avoid it. That's why you ended up with that mask. It was my own weakness and inability to face up to the truth. Right?
Precisely that. I was summoned within this world to act as the final, strongest guardian. That much you already know. It was the Lord Phantasma who called me. They weren't the one who decided I should wear this thing. That was all likely of you. This world changes as a result of one's thoughts and desires. It's not at all impossible for that to be the case.
I thought so.
Now, thanks to your efforts, my job here is finally done. To tell you the truth, with that Dragion to support me, I didn't expect you to actually win.
I barely did. With everyone here by my side at that.
Well, working with others to achieve a goal isn't a sign of weakness. You've become a lot stronger too, Estelle Bright. I'm impressed. You've still got some way to go before you can equal your father, though.
No doubt. I won't get there by rushing things. Just gotta keep it one step at a time. And as long as I have Joshua, I'm sure I'll get there eventually. So,
I hope you will. As for you, Ren, I never even had the chance to say goodbye to you the first time, did I? I'm sorry. I wouldn't have chosen to leave you that way.
it's not your fault. Besides, if you and Joshua hadn't stepped in and saved me, I'd still be alone today. So I'm not mad. I'll always be grateful to you.
Thank you.
Under any other circumstances, I'd ask you for a pat to pat my head one last time. But those claws of yours look like they kind of hurt, so maybe it's better if you don't.
I'm sorry there, too. So, Kevin Graham, can you finally have complete confidence in your theory? Yeah. Every last shred of doubt in my mind is gone. I'll make sure everyone you care about gets home safe and sound. You can count on it, Lo. In that case, count on you I shall. I think this goes without saying, but the Lord Phantasma is no ordinary foe. This won't be easy for you, but don't mistake what you need to do. Thanks. I'll take the warning to heart.
I guess this is it, huh?
I'm afraid so. I can finally return to where I belong.
Yeah. I delivered your sword to Karen, by the way.
Thank you. Don't worry about us. We'll be resting in peace together. Well, Joshua?
Yeah. Goodbye, Lo. Behind him. Was that Karen behind him? There was another person there for just a brief moment. Was that Karen? Well, the door's open. You right, Joshua?
Oh, Joshua,
I'm fine. This is always how this was going to end. Besides, last time I lost him, all I did was act like a child and let go and worry him in his final moments. This time I was actually able to properly say goodbye.
yeah, I'm really glad.
Well, I've done what I needed to now. I'll leave everything to you now, Kevin.
No problem. Now we defeat the final guardian, that path along the scene crew should be open now. Let's head on over.
The one leading to the Royal Villa, right? Got it. I can't change party member. I can't teleport. Why not? Game? Game, why can't I teleport? Game? Game, you're scaring me. Why can I not teleport? Game? What the? Huh.
Hey,
Where'd the warp circle go? I mean, I guess to be fair, there wasn't anything there, so. What the? Oh! What the? Another door? What?
well, that's foreboding. Actually, thinking about it, it's possible it was this door that was here first, and the warp appeared later and took its place.
Would make sense. I guess that's why the game didn't want me to teleport. All is one and one is all. All begins with one, and in the end, it results to one. Only when you have released all the other doors shall this one open. Oh. That's just flat out telling me, go get everybody. Go get every single door. Well, I think there's obviously a certain party member that should be in the party at this point. We're gonna have our team be Estelle, Joshua,
Let's go.
and of course, Rise. I actually haven't had you in the party in a long time. What about your armor? You could do with some upgrades. What about your orbment setup? EP, move, evade, hit. Do I have strike too? I do. Take. Let's also get you some gear. No weapon needed. Amalgam guard. And we'll get 2 synchrotrons. We can give Estelle the synchrotrons finally. Give me the amalgam guard, the synchrotrons, and the synchrotrons. Okie dokie. The one last thing I could do is up Rise's ordnance. EP, evade, and EP and evade. First off, just had to make sure. EP and evade are the ones that she had. I can make that. And I can make that. Let's go ahead and give you those. Silver gem. And wind gem. Should give you a bit more to work with. Even silver thorn. I like that. Yeah, I can work with this. Okie dokie. Let's give ourselves support member the child. And let's head on over to the end of the plane. We can finally go to the Herb Royal Villa itself. After not being able to since we first entered here. Now, how do I get there is the bigger question, I feel. Because I don't remember. Here we go. Near here. This way. Alright, here we go. This feels intimidating all on its own.
Mist.
Well, once again, we're in for some fun times up ahead. Don't tell them what it could be, but we'll have to walk through here eventually. Just take a deep breath and step inside, I guess.
Here we go. Into the mist. Where is here?
Where
I knew it.
are we now? This doesn't look like Herb Royal Villa.
Oh, you're right.
Oh. Wait, isn't that the church's emblem? This is where he lived, isn't it? Kevin.
You alright, man?
Welcome to Astor House, the place where Rise, Rufina, and I grew up together.
Chapter 6. The Guardian's Trials. End. Chapter 7. The Distant Flames. So this is where they grew up. It's pretty. It feels like something must have happened here. Huh. Astor House.
This is only a copy of Astor House, yes? But it looks so...
Yeah, I can barely bring myself to accept it's not the real thing. Everything from the feel of the earth underfoot to the smells in the air are just like the real thing.
Yeah. So, this is where the two of you grew up, huh? I'm guessing this is somewhere owned by the Septian Church, right?
That's right. It's what we call a gospel facility. Think of them as a cross between an orphanage and a monastery.
I see. So does that mean...
Well, no reason to dance around it, so yeah, I'm an orphan. And now I came here as a story best saved for another day. Feels weird being back here again, though. It's been about 5 years.
5 very long years.
Well, anyway, we're bound to find some kind of clue as to how we get to the 7th plane somewhere near. You guys up for having a look around the area with me?
Yes, let's go.
It's a very pretty area. I like it. And yet there's just this feeling of sadness with it for some reason, I feel. Something about it just all feels sad. I don't know, maybe it's the colors? Maybe it's the music? Not sure. It just feels sad.
What's this room? This is the living room, where we used to have all of our meals.
Just don't make a mistake of thinking it was a warm place like Mercia Orphanage. The matron here was a stubborn old sister who was strict as could be. Every mealtime we had to pray so much that our stomachs had given up getting fed by the end of it. And we got yelled at for the tiniest things.
Ouch, that does sound rather harsh. That sounds like about what you'd expect from a church-run orphanage, though, I suppose.
You deserved it all, in my opinion. You never did as you were told and caused her nothing but grief.
Okay, I'll admit that's probably accurate, but still.
Oh, Kevin. Kitchen.
As you can probably guess, this right here is the kitchen. This is where the older children of the facility did the cooking. It was also Rise's favorite place to sneak into whenever she had a hankering for some food.
But Kevin... She did, huh? That makes sense knowing you.
There's a sight I can hardly imagine.
Please don't take everything he says at face value.
Well, anyway, this was always Rufina's turf back when she was still here. She was always out here around mealtime making food for me, Rise, and the art kids. After she left, Rise and I took over her position.
That brings back memories. Of course, then you left too, leaving me to handle it all alone. The mere thought aggravates me. In fact, I think you should whip up something right now and make up for your selfishness.
Yes, ma'am. I'll make you something later.
The only thing less reliable than a promise with later attached to the end is one said by you. I'm not going to get my hopes up.
Man, no faith in me, huh?
Hmm. Again, it's just... It's weird.
Whose room is this?
This was the matron's room. No one's here now, though.
Yeah. By the way, Rise, how's the matron these days?
She's fine. Her injuries weren't lasting. She hasn't had the energy she used to ever since retiring, unfortunately. She really wanted to see you again, Kevin.
You did, huh?
Guess where kids slept.
This here's the kid's room. I slept back here when I was first taken in before graduating to the boys' bedroom.
You never really did mix well with the other children. Rufina had such a hard time trying to get you to make friends with them. It was a real ordeal for her, you know?
Yeah, I know. I was like a little hedgehog who didn't want to let anyone get near back then. I feel sorry for everyone who had to put up with me. I'm still amazed you even bothered trying to be friendly.
Well, I knew you were only playing tough. Like that time with Rufina and the chocolate.
Stop! We're not hearing that story here.
Now I'm really curious.
I wonder what happened. Chocolate.
For the love of God, please. This is the boys' bedroom, where I slept until I was about 10 years old. Technically, the boys and girls weren't supposed to enter one another's bedrooms. I never stopped Rise here from doing it all the time, though.
What he neglects to mention is that it was his fault I did so. What else was I supposed to do when he slept in every morning when he was on cleaning duty?
Well, you could have just knocked on the door until I got up.
But then I disturbed the other boys who were sleeping, which would have been unfair. They weren't the ones shirking their duties. It was 100% your fault.
Fine, fine, whatever you say.
Yeah, it definitely wouldn't have felt right to come here without. I don't even know if you could come here without Rise at this point. This feels like way too much of involvement from Rise.
This here's the girls' bedroom. The place where Rufina spent her nights. Same for you eventually too, Rise.
I even used to sleep with her from time to time. Her bed was always so cozy and smelled really nice. It was much nicer than sleeping in my own. After she left here, her bed became mine. I bet you were jealous.
You bet. I was at the time, I'll admit.
Oh, I thought you'd be a bit more flustered than that. I shouldn't have bothered saying anything.
Give me a break.
Seems like there's nothing else here. There's an empty well.
We used to get our drinking water from out here. We had no fancy horrible pumps either. We did it all using a good old-fashioned bucket with string attached. It was a nightmare.
Tell me about it. We would go out on winter mornings and come back with our hands numb and red raw. Looking back on the whole experience now, it was fun in its own way.
I guess it was.
Empty well. Well, only one other place to enter. Eh? The door's locked.
Figures.
Is it locked?
Yeah. Well, whatever. We can keep poking around.
This door's stuck fast and doesn't have a keyhole. How is this door open?
This is a side entrance that only opens from the inside. We can't get in from the outside.
Yeah, if we want to get into the chapel, we're gonna have to go through the front.
But I did. Okay, there we go.
There's no sign of anything in there. Our last hope seems to be the chapel.
So it seems.
What is it, Kevin?
Hey, Rise. You were the one responsible for cleaning the chapel that day, right?
What day?
On Astor House's final day, when Rufina died.
Kevin? You don't think...
That was what I was told when I went to visit the matron afterward, at least.
It might be in some place similar, wouldn't it?
Well, were you?
Yes, I was. Why?
I thought so. Check your pockets, Rise. I'm pretty sure the chapel key's in one of them.
Huh?
Eventually, she found an old brass key. Sure enough.
It can't be. No way.
I see now. I guess this is just another manifestation of Phantasma's ability to make thoughts into reality. So is this a replica of the day that Rufina died?
Honestly, I wasn't entirely sure you'd find it in there. But in all the other areas on this plane, there was always a reason to take the person we needed with us. This just goes to show you that you really were meant to come in here, Rice.
So it seems like I wouldn't have been able to enter without Rise.
But... No. As disbelieving as I am, this is definitely the chapel's key. I suppose all we can do right now is try to go inside.
Yeah.
I'm scared what's going to be inside. If this is supposed to be some sort of replication of the day Rufina died.
Before we go in there, Rice, there's something I should warn you about. Once we step through that door, there'll be no going back.
I think the truth is we're about to see the truth of the whole thing, aren't we?
You're gonna find out the truth about what happened that day. All of it. And you won't like it. Are you sure you're ready for what you're about to find?
Open the door.
I'm more than ready. All these years, I've never been quite able to accept what happened here. The life I thought I knew just suddenly came to an end, with all of us getting moved to other places, and I still don't even know why. I even tried to come back here before beginning my training to become a squire, but had already been demolished. I've been ready for a long time. I want to know the truth. And more than anything, I feel like knowing will let me get closer to you and Rufina.
Okay. Let's head on in then.
Right.
Let's go. Time to see the truth. How did Rufina die?
Should the rest of us wait outside for this?
No. Actually, I'd prefer if you came in with us. This is relevant to you guys too, in a sense.
Let's see it. What is the truth of that day? The truth of Rufina's death? What happened? It's a nice looking place.
It all started 5 years ago. A Jaeger Corps someone had hired took this place over out of nowhere. By the way, how much do you remember that day, Rise? Just so I know.
I just remember a group of men in black forcing their way through the gate and charging in here. They tied everyone up, took the matron up to the second floor, and then...
Next thing you knew, you were in the bed in the hospital in town, right? After which you found out that Rufina and I had come to rescue everyone. And that she had died in the process. That about right?
Mm-hmm. Just what happened, Kevin. All I've heard is that it was the work of someone who opposed the church. But I haven't had a chance to meet you since then. Much less to ask you about it. I tried asking Instructor Selnet, but she wouldn't say a word.
That doesn't surprise me. Grelsor's command can't admit that this orphanage was being used as a smokescreen for an artifact that needed sealing away.
It what?
An artifact?
Here we go.
What the? A secret passage? In a church?
Wait, if there was an artifact here, then you don't mean...
Yep. Below here is the primal ground used to seal artifacts away.
Of course, the one one we saw at the beginning of the game.
Just like the one under Gransel Cathedral.
Were the Jaeger Corps then coming to try and take some of the artifacts? Did they somehow know? Sure enough. Here's the same, staircase.
I'm sure you remember. The day it all happened, Rufina and I were due to come back here for the first time in a while. We were both coming from different places we've been sent, so we wanted to meet up in town and come the rest of the way here together. Then her train was delayed, leaving me in town to wait for her alone. That was when I got word of what happened. All I could think was that you and the art kids were in danger, and so I decided to try and take out the Jaegers here alone. They weren't all that experienced, so finding them wasn't even hard for a squire like me. Before long, I was able to disable them all and free the matron and the other kids. Or so I thought. You were nowhere to be seen. I asked the art kids where you were. They told me one of the Jaegers had taken you somewhere else and that you were unconscious. I looked frantically all over trying to find you before eventually stumbling across this place. As for how, remember how you didn't have your ribbon in your hair when you woke up, Rise?
I do. What does that have to do with anything?
I found that ribbon in front of the secret passage we've just gone through. And there were new footprints near it too. Made it easy to find the entrance.
Oh,
Anyway, after getting in here, I made my way down the staircase in pursuit of the Jaeger that had taken you. Hey, Rise. Do you remember what I was like back when you first met me?
yes. I was still young at the time, but it's as fresh as if it were only yesterday. You looked like you'd been swallowed by blackness, like there wasn't a single thread of hope bound to you. It was scary. I kept wondering what must have happened to you, what you must have seen to make you end up that way.
What must have happened to me, huh? Venus seemed like she knew. Before I met you, I killed my mom.
Jesus, what the? That was. What the? Evan?
Maybe killed isn't the right expression. It's not like I directly did it. I still let her die, though. I still got responsibility for what happened.
What?
Growing up, it was basically me and my mom for the most part. My father showed his face from time to time, but not that much. From what I understand, he had another family elsewhere. But even without him, she did her best to look after me on her own. I loved her dearly. Kids in the neighborhood used to make fun of me for how I talked, which I got from her. But I just beat them up most of the time for her. She was always kind, she loved cooking, and yeah, I thought the world of her. When I was 7, my father, who had all the money in the world, chose to abandon her. At the best of times, she was always a frail person, and after that she grew more and more despondent. Her health suffered. I tried everything a kid could to cheer her up, but nothing I did worked. And during one winter's day, when she must have finally had enough, she came over while I was sleeping, tried to strangle me.
What the hell? Why? So sorry, Kevin. I failed you as your mother. But I'm so tired. I'm so tired. At least this way. At least this way, the two of us can...
She wanted to take him with her. I guess she figured that if we were both going to suffer, we might as well take the easy way out as a family. But I wouldn't let her take me with her. Before I knew what I was doing, I pushed her aside and ran barefoot out into the snow. I wandered around for a while after that. I couldn't understand what had happened or what she'd been trying to do. Eventually, I could feel myself getting hungry. I thought that maybe she'd be able to clear her head. I made my way back home, nervous as could be, and
God. What the hell? Kevin.
sorry for making you listen to all this. Still, I think that's probably when it happened. When my stigma was carved inside me.
Of course.
What?
I see. Let's go in.
So that's where he gained his stigma. When his own mother tried to kill him. Upon seeing her own corpse. Where are we? Who would have thought a place like this existed under an orphanage?
This is where I finally caught up to the Jaeger who had you with him. He probably didn't think anyone was going to come after him. The second he saw me, he panicked, and putting his gun down, he ran over to this pedestal right in front of us. On it was the artifact that required sealing away, I mentioned earlier. The Spear of Loa.
Loa? What's the Spear of Loa?
A malignant spear that transforms the body of its wielder into that of a monster. It's hard to believe something like that could be a gift from the goddess, right?
A spear that turns those who wield it into a monster?
In any case, the cornered Jaeger grabbed it and used it.
It changed him. Jesus.
I didn't stand a chance. Much as I tried, I wasn't any match for the inhuman monster before me. He knocked me to the ground and then went to raise a spear against the still unconscious you. That's all it took.
The stigma. Loa.
My stigma drew all of the spear's power from it into itself. And blasted it, magnified countless times over into the Jaeger's body. The result wasn't even a battle. Our precious home became a slaughterhouse. By the end, he wasn't even recognizable. Just thousands of lumps of flesh strewn all over the floor. After defeating him, my stigma's power was still coursing through my body. I never experienced anything like that before. I lost complete control of myself.
Rufina.
At this point, Rufina arrived, and she seemed to understand exactly what had happened. Using her bowgun and Templar sword, she was able to separate me from you and prevent me from doing you any harm. And then...
You killed her, didn't you? She let you attack her. God.
When I returned to my senses, I was in her arms, dumbfounded. Her body was full of holes all over. She hugged me as tightly as she could. That's when she drew her last breath.
So that's the truth.
No. There it is. The truth you wanted. It wasn't that I couldn't save Rufina. I was the one who killed her. With my own hands. Right in front of you.
But you didn't...
Didn't want to? Maybe not. That's just an excuse. If I'd been able to control my stigma's power instead of letting it consume me and fill me with bloodlust, it wouldn't have happened. If I wasn't so weak, she'd still be alive today. That's not all either. Looking at her standing before me at that moment, she reminded me of my mother. She reminded me of Mom when she came to strangle me. Suddenly this feeling of betrayal welled up inside me. This desire for revenge. So I filled her full of spears. I loved them both. I wanted to protect them both. What did I do? I killed them both. Me.
Kevin... Why did you...
Why did I what?
Why didn't you tell me this before? 5 years apart, and this is the first time you're telling me this.
Sorry. I know I should have done it earlier. But now I have. Now I'm ready for the consequences. So go on. If you want to avenge her, do it. If anything, it'd make me happy if you did.
You're so stupid!
What you...
You think I want to avenge her? That's not why I'm angry at all. Why have you shouldered a burden that great all this time on your own? We're family, Kevin. Why didn't you ever talk to me? Why didn't you ever let me hug you? Why didn't you let me do anything to help you? Rise. I finally understand. I always thought you were hunting down heretics as some kind of atonement for letting Rufina die. But that's not at all, is it?
Come on, Rise.
I finally understand. You don't want to atone for anything. You don't want to get rid of your sense of guilt at all. You...
That's right. He wants to be punished for what he did.
You. I think it's about time you remove the mask.
Oh,
Lord Phantasma.
why now of all times?
You have my congratulations on making it this far. Beyond here lies the seventh plane, the place of my birth and the foundation of all planes hereafter. Thought so. And judging by how we have to go through here to get there, I was right, wasn't I?
Right about what?
Allow me to ask you once again. So, Kevin Graham, do you really want to see the face underneath this mask? Damn right I do. It's time to take that creepy mask-ass thing and show us who you really are. Rufina Argent.
Rufina.
With pleasure.
Rufina?
Rufina? I've missed you dearly, Rise. And as for you, Kevin, I'm impressed you were able to work out my real identity.
It wasn't hard. I had a feeling from the start. The answer was right in front of my face the whole time. And your every taunt should have made me that much more sure. The only reason I couldn't be until now is because I didn't want to accept the truth.
Quite. You always were a weakling. You can imagine how surprised I was when you were able to defeat my strongest knight.
You talking about the Blade Lord? What connection does he even have to you anyway?
I met him through my work. Oh, about 6 years ago. We were enemies at the time, but we managed to reach a compromise of sorts. And he felt he owed me a debt for as much.
Alright, so you end up summoning him in order to have him repay it. It's a crafty move, but it's not so out of character for you.
The latter he won't get you anywhere with me. Still, now that you've made it this far, I assume you understand what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, and I'm ready. Take me away.
Wait! What are you two talking about? I would have thought you worked the answer to that out already, Rise. Do you recall what I said before? Kevin wants to be punished.
Kevin!
Then you... I was born here in order to give him the punishment he strives for with his every breath. It was to that end I created Phantasma into its current form and welcomed all of you here. All of this was a result of Kevin's desires. He wanted to see this to happen. You're lying.
Sorry. She isn't. I couldn't tell you why it all actually happened. What she says is true.
No.
The seventh plane is likely somewhere made for the express purpose of punishing me over and over. A fitting hell for someone who let his own mother die and killed Rufina to suffer and rot. And once I'm dropped down there, this will all be over.
Wait a sec. Why should you have to do that?
You can't be serious, Kevin. What are you...
Rise?
What do you think you're doing, Rise? That's not a very nice thing to do to your sister. Shut up! You're not my sister! My sister would never do something like this, never!
Rise.
You promised me, Kevin. You promised me that you'd never do anything that would make Rufina sad. So what do you think you're doing? How can you believe sacrificing yourself for everyone would make her happy?
Rise, stop.
Who are you to say it wouldn't? I might not be the real Rufina, but I'm a very close copy of her. If Kevin wants to be punished, why wouldn't I want to give him his wish? Because that's not how Rufina was at all! She never indulged something like that. Not in 1,000 years. Think back to when you first met us, Kevin. You'd given up on the world. Like you just wanted to disappear, but did she let you do that? No. She forced chocolate down your throat and dragged you right back into the real world, even when you didn't want to. Whether you liked it or not.
She... I...
Well, this is a surprise. You've grown a lot more than I was expecting if you're able to talk back to me. Stop talking to me as if you're my sister. You are not, and I will not stand for you defiling her any further. Well, if that's how you want to do things, perhaps I should invite you in Kevin's place. Me?
No! No!
The rest of you can stand by and watch.
No!
What?
It's just like that one devil used. No! Rise! Stop this, Rufina. She's got nothing to do with any of this.
Oh, but she has. Consider this another part of your punishment. After all, if she suffers for all eternity in your place, that's going to make your suffering all the more potent, isn't it?
Please.
Go ahead and do your worst. Oh.
Rise.
Drop me wherever you like. I'll live. I'm never going to let Kevin be alone again. I will come back to him. Fighting words, my sweet sister. We shall see whether you can make good on them.
The stigma.
Kevin?
What in the hell? Come on. Hey, Rice, wake up.
Kevin?
Where are we? You okay? Feeling any pain?
No, I'm okay. I think. But why are you... I fell through a crack alone. So why are you...
You big dummy! Donk.
Me?
What were you thinking with all that taunting? Go and do your worst? Draw me wherever you like, I'll live? Just how you know you'll live. Oh right, you don't!
But...
You're a squire, aren't you? A rookie like you has no experience or proper judgment. With no experience or proper judgment, has no business making calls that put her own safety at risk. If you can't promise to never do that again, then you and I both are not cut out to be part of the Grolsritter. That's probably what I should be saying anyway. It'd be real rich coming from me, huh? So I'll lay you off with that little buff there.
Huh?
Look around us. This is it. The 7th plane.
Wow.
Gehenna. I had a feeling I was gonna be Gehenna.
Gehenna.
Yep. It's just like the Testaments brought to life. And I'm the one responsible for bringing it all.
Oh.
After all, if there's one place that's possible, it's Phantasma. I don't know how Rufina came back, but she did, with both memories and personality intact. And now I have the good fortune of being punished by one of the very people I wronged. Really couldn't think of a more fitting punishment for a bastard like me. Everything she said was dead on. More than anything, I wanted to be punished. I figured that by accepting that punishment, all of this would be done, and everyone else could go back to their lives. I thought I could be just like her, sacrificing my own life so everyone else could be saved. That wouldn't make me like her at all, would it?
No. She might have given up her life to save ours. But that wasn't because she was happy to throw away her life to protect someone else's. It's because she literally saw no other option. With me unconscious, she didn't even have the choice to retreat. There was no way out of the situation with one of the three of us, without one of the three of us losing our lives. That's the only reason she chose to do what she did.
Yeah. She was never the kind of person who would praise self-sacrifice as some kind of virtue. She'd only ever accept it as an option if all the others had been exhausted. And it was truly the only way.
Right. This time, that's not the case. You're here. I'm here. All of our friends are here. If we put our heads together, I'm sure we could have found another way out of here. One where no one would have to die. You must have realized that. Yet you tried to take the easy way out. Didn't you?
I hate to say it, but yeah, I did. That's a pretty shameful thing for a Dominion to be doing, huh? See? I've got no right to be criticizing you. I'm even less fit to be a knight than you. Still, standing around lamenting of my own failings isn't gonna get us anywhere. So if you're up for walking, let's get ourselves out of here.
Come again?
What are you looking so surprised for? You didn't think I was gonna stay here and accept being punished for all eternity, did you?
Well, either that or stay here and wait for Rufina to show up again.
Listen here, Rise. I'm not gonna deny that there's a part of me, a big part, that wants to be punished for what I did. Or that there's a part of me that was overjoyed to see Rufina again, however it came to be. But I'm not alone down here. You're here with me, and believe me, that changes everything. As long as you're here, I'm not staying in this hellhole a second longer than I have to. We're getting out of here, you and me, no matter what it takes.
Right. Right.
Well, we're stuck in hell. But it's just hell. I want to see... Yep, it changed now. That's cool. Spear of Loa. The attack makes so much more sense now. So, when do I get my party members back? Strange power is overflowing from this orb. I'm gonna be real with you, I didn't even see that. Also, good music. Ow. 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 Level ups. I want my party members back. Merman. Mermaid. Joshua has the divine... I don't get the divine eye right now because Joshua has it. I forgot about it. I forgot about the divine eye and now I'm stuck without it. Gosh dang it.
Sorry, but you had.
This chest is empty. It's kind of boring. Seriously, game? Now you gave up on giving me funny material? What, because we're at the end of the game? Was being at the end of the game cause for not giving me entertaining dialogue anymore? Huh? Seems like I can go this way. Abernaculum? The game's genuinely not giving me any other interesting dialogue. What's going on? The chests of... This is wrong. This doesn't feel right. This truly is hell. The chests aren't giving unique dialogue. This truly is the worst. The chests never gave bad dialogue like this before. They never just had the same thing to say. I mean, they did, but that was very rare. No! 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 This area truly is hell! Cosmic Gear. No! Where's my funny, unique chest dialogue? Where'd it go? What have you done to it? How could you? How dare you? Can I just run? I don't really want to deal with the big guy. This is truly the worst. This is truly hell. This truly is hell. It's easily identifiable by the fact that you're not giving me my funny, unique chess dialogue.
Stay alert.
How dare you take it away from me? What the? What the hell? What is this?
Kevin Graham. Son of a bitch. How dare you?
What?
One of the heretics I killed, huh? Damn right I am. I'm Owen. First of so many lives you claim.
Owen?
He was a bishop in the Congregation for Divine Worship. He was also the one who hired those Jaegers to attack Asterhouse. All as a pathetic act of revenge after being exiled for corruption.
Him.
Like he says, he was my first target after taking up my role as heretic hunter. Never thought I'd have the chance to see your ugly mug again. How's it feel to crawl around this flaming pit for all eternity, unable to even die to break free from it all? It's hard. It hurts. I hate it. I hate it. It's hard. I hate it. I hate. Help. Pain, hard, help, hey, help. What a pitiful sight you are now. Well, I guess you suffered enough that I can put you out of your own misery. No more here suffering for you. It's a quick death and eternal rest as a grimoire.
Owen. And Deadman. Stop dividing. Oh, and they self-destruct? Oh, no. Stop. Uh-oh. Go for Art Fencer. Stop splitting. Oh gosh, there's so many of him. Okay, here we go.
Stay alert. This ain't over.
Kevin.
Alright, let's keep this up. I doubt we're near the exit just yet. We can't dwell here for too long.
Hi there, Deadman. At this rate, I should just give somebody, or one of the two only people here, a way of reading these. I guess Heaven's Eye'll do. Hey there, sir.
Oh, pitiful souls, may
Oh, will we see Wiseman as a dead man here? I would not be opposed to this. He kind of deserves it. Wiseman, I mean. Nice. Level ups. Beastly Stew. Ugh, it feels so wrong. The fact that they're not giving me unique chess dialogue. It feels... Ugh. Ugh. Also, I'm surprised I didn't get hit first there. Mortal punishment. That'll suffice.
Stay alert. This ain't over.
Vajra. The chest is empty. What does this do? Vajra. Defense, ADF, agility, and prevents steel mute. A symbol of evil purging in the east. May have been Alloy. What does the Blade Lord do again? All stats except RNG. It's even more stats than the Divine Blades. Yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah.
It's so wrong. Give me my unique chess dialogue back, you bastard.
Goddess, my thanks.
I wonder, actually, you know what? I have an idea of why it's probably doing that. I can take a guess. It's probably because this is an area we're not going to be able to come back to, is it? That's going to be my guess for it. That would be the only thing that makes sense as to why it wouldn't give us the option for, or why it wouldn't have chess dialogue. It would make sense if we can't go back to this area. In which case, yeah, you wouldn't want to give unique dialogue for chests. If it'd be missable. Probably. Infinity Sparrows? That sounds useful. Should probably save the game. Bruh. Bruh. What do you think the other characters are doing right now? The fact that Joshua and Estelle run back to the Hermit's Garden. Hey guys, they went to hell? Literally? How do we get them out? Manipulate simpler sword, or oh, it's just a better version of the other one. It's just a flat out better variant. Ow. Why don't I use the strong variant?
Goddess, my thanks to.
I do think it looks better for Rise to not have the headpiece on though. Blood extract. This chest is empty. It is boring, is what it is. What is this? A normal RPG? Shine sphere. Chest is empty. Ah. I don't want to deal with Sludgy. Or big guy. Who else?
Please let me eat you. I'm so hungry.
A child.
His name's Elmer. This young boy turned into a flesh-eating monster by a fanatical devil-worshipping cult. He did it all through a ritual involving artifacts. I tried everything I could to save him, every kind of thaumaturgy I could think of, but eventually the only option was to put him out of his misery.
No.
I can't write. You both look so tasty. So go on, it won't hurt. You don't deserve this, kid. But I'm not gonna blame Adios either. If you want to resent someone, resent me. So, let me put you to peace a second time. No, I don't want to die. I just don't want to be hungry anymore.
Even just a kid. Do not suck EP. Do not suck HP either. She's a pizza. Stop the fighting! That's it! Ah!
Good job. Keep it up.
I don't want to get out of bed for a week after that one. The times change. This is practically another day for me now.
Kevin. Why? Why have you been trying to deal with all this on your own? You could have at least talked to me.
I chose the path I walked by myself, guys. What right do I have to drag others down with me? Especially you. Nah, that's not why I didn't talk to you about it at all, is it? I think more than anything, I was afraid. I don't want you to see me trying to hurt myself, to punish myself. I was afraid that if you did, the bond between us would be severed forever. And that thought alone was too much to bear. Yeah, I bet that was the real reason.
I was right. You're stupid. You're the stupidest person I've ever met.
Couldn't you use something a little more affectionate? I called you a dummy before, right? Sounds cute. Although I guess being stupid suits me.
Dummy. Blockhead, you half-wit.
That's an impressive collection of insults you got in stock. You okay now, Rise?
I'm fine. You don't need to worry about me. I'll do all that I can to get us out of here. I don't want you to worry about me. I want you to rely on me.
Okay.
No. Feels like we're just trying to piece together Kevin's broken heart at this rate. Here are those mirrors again. The chest is empty. Dragon boots, empty chest. Purgatorio. Tyrol bomb. Purgatorio. Whoa, hi there. Sapphire necklace. Hello. Celestial bomb. The chest is empty, as always. Ah! Grail locket. Chest is empty. Isn't the Grail locket... It is. There it is. The item that prevents every status effect. About time I got it. Feel like I should save.
I'm so sorry, Kevin.
Who is it this time? Hmm?
I was your mother. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Is this? At least this way. At least this way. The two of us can...
No. Stay away.
Go!
Of course, dog is barking now too. You can probably hear that, and I can't stop that. I can at least try and... No. I very much apologize for that. This is awful. Heal. Alright, what are you weak to? Hurry up. Heal up. You suck.
Die, damn you.
Okay.
This ain't over.
Damn. That one hurt.
Kevin, you don't...
This place and everything in it was seriously what I wanted for myself. And I'm probably the biggest masochist who ever lived, don't you think?
You don't need to force yourself to talk, Kevin.
Sorry. I suppose this moment had to come sooner or later. I've been running away from Mom's death ever since the day I lost her. Always so desperate to look away from it all. Now, I feel like I can finally accept what happened.
You're sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. Let's get going, Rise. There'll be plenty of time to decide after we get out of this place. Right now we need to concentrate on living long enough to do that.
Okay.
Get me out of here. Oh, are you kidding me? There's the Hi there, buddy. That's the boss from the first plane. Okay.
Ow, that was my own fault.
Slurped. This area is gigantic. Jeez, oh Pete. Ah. 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 Hello. Did the music just change? Oh boy. Rest. Okay. There's gonna be a big thing up ahead, isn't there? What happened here?
Oh,
We're at the exit.
Is that so? I can't imagine it's gonna be so easy, so willing to let us go, though.
the gates of Gehenna. Those gates are distorted but steadfast, serving to keep the living and the dead apart.
Yeah, they've been accurately realized for sure. Too bad the testaments don't give us any clues as to how the two of us can force them open.
Nor do you have any chance of doing so. Who's that?
About time. You.
A pleasure to see you again, Kevin Graham. I never thought we'd have the pleasure of meeting face to face again. Certainly not in a place bedecked with so many delightful peculiarities.
I figured you might show up eventually. With this place being full of people I've killed, your rearing your ugly head was always a given.
Who is he?
He's the biggest sinner the church has ever been unfortunate enough to have in their ranks. The bishop of the Congregation for the Sacraments who went on to become an Angus in Ouroboros. Georg Wiseman. The demon I put into half a year ago.
That's him? Not discerning your identity was truly a most careless blunder. I never suspected that the priest before me would be the one to inherit the long vacant position of Fifth Dominion. Life do so loves its surprises, doesn't it?
Well, that was the point. Being a Dominion was deliberately kept secret so I could serve as one of the congregation's trump cards. Of course, the truth's out in the open now, but it's fair enough price to pay if it means you're dead.
The congregation always were a cunning bunch. They created such an elaborate scheme just to take out poor little me. Was the plan conceived shortly after your stigma first manifested? No, I'm sure it was. And after that, it was merely biding your time until you could make your move. With a Dominion, the salt pail, and a carefully designed gameplay on their side, the odds of me escaping with my life are woefully slim indeed.
You're right about how cunning they are. In that sense, you're probably just as right when you called me a damn dog. I was fine with being that way too.
How respectable of you. I must admit, I am astounded. I'd carried out plenty of my own research on stigmas and their capabilities, but I had no idea a genuine article was capable of quite this much.
What are you talking about?
I suspect that deep down you already know the answer, but it is my deepest pleasure to elaborate. The Gehenna in which we stand is a reflection of your latent desires. That you already know. But more specifically, the cause of this is your stigma.
Huh?
What do you mean? After the Aurora's disappearance, Phantasma was thrown into a state of great confusion. After all, Phantasma was the Aurora's a subsystem. Without the Aurora to control it, it was like a ship whose captain had suddenly vanished. Lost. To calm its own confusion, Phantasma sought a new master who could take the place of the Aurora and control it. Specifically, it chose the person with the deepest trauma from among those close to the Aurora when it vanished. And of course, at the time, that would have been Kevin. Its decision made, it found the stigma that exists deep within you and made a copy within itself. That stigma has then manifested your latent desire, Gehenna, here in Phantasma. And that is how both this and the Lord of Phantasma came into existence. Kevin. Well, I suppose that's enough exposition for now. And now that we're clear of all confusion, I have a proposition for you. One that will allow you to resolve all of this without a single loss of life. A tantalizing prospect, no? You can do that.
Really?
It's quite simple. You need only cast away your humanity. Nothing more. Your stigma rose from the ashes of immense guilt, despair, and guilt. What better way to deal with this situation than to become a being that is not burdened by such worthless emotions? To become a truly self-supporting superhuman, capable of controlling every facet of themselves. You're insane. That's no way for people to live. Yet it is the goal I obsessively pursue in both life and death alike. My research into stigmas was but one part of my efforts to achieve it. My efforts with Joshua may not have borne fruit, but you are so very close to reaching it. And once you have become a superhuman, you will be able to fully control your own stigma and emerge as a new Lord of Phantasma. Silence, Faceless. Stop trying to deceive him with that forked tongue of yours. Please, I'm doing no such thing. I only presented a modest proposal at best. Not one word I've said is a lie, I swear it. You could argue that I may feel resentment towards him for being instrumental in my death, but at this point, that matters little to me. Everything pales in significance to seeing my long-cherished ambition realized. I abandoned the Church's teachings and joined Ouroboros in pursuit of creating a superhuman. Now I finally can. You're insane.
It's alright, Rise. You don't need to keep defending me.
Kevin. I'm glad to see you understand me. I always knew you would see sense in the end.
It's hard to disagree with the fact that I need to be stronger than I am. It was my weakness and my cowardice that led me to taking Rafina's life with my own hands. It was my weakness and my cowardice that led to rejecting Mom and allowing her to die. And now it's the same two qualities that have led to Rise and the others getting drawn into this mess to suffer. All those things are on me. All of them.
But you're absolutely right. But there's no need to despair any longer. You have it in you to overcome such weaknesses. Follow the path I've opened to you, and they will be a thing of the past. A mere memory.
That's one option, sure. A good one, too. Sorry. It's not the one I'm gonna be picking.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'm even more of a loser than I figured. Even now, I just can't bring myself to forget the taste of the chocolate I had that day.
What?
When Rufina and Rise found me, I was crushed beyond measure. I thought I'd never been able to stand up against and overcome the despair I'd felt. That's why that bitter yet sweet taste left such a strong impression on me. That's why it gave me the strength to move forward, even knowing how many hardships awaited. Because for every hardship, there'll be just as much joy waiting for me.
Kevin.
So sorry, Faceless. This thing ain't gonna work out between us.
Very well. I'm not about to force you to change your mind. But let's see how far such pathetic sentimentality will take you when your lives are placed in mortal peril, shall we?
What the?
No, what is this? Oh, great, it's them again. I have to face these things all at once. No.
Starday and Rostrum. We have to face both Guardians of Gehenna's gates at once for this run, huh?
You may be a Dominion, but surely even you realize you don't stand a chance of winning here. Not when you have to worry about that girl with you. Well, having any second thoughts? Don't you dare listen to him, Kevin. I'll be fine. Don't let worrying about me stop you from doing what's right.
Well, you're right about the chances are winning. Two high-ranking devils and you against it's just the two of us? Things aren't looking so hot. At least that was before I knew I'm not the man I once was.
What? Kevin? Stigma? It's blue. It's a Spear of Ur. The space element attack that hits all foes on the field and is especially effective versus devils. Oh, impossible. What is that?
The ZR side of my stigma. It's light side. It's been there all along. I was just never able to see it. Until now.
How can this be?
Seems like I owe you word thanks, Faceless. Turning down that deal you threw out has finally allowed me to gain a little confidence in myself. As a token of my appreciation, you can be the first one to see what I can do. As its victim.
I always knew you were nothing more than a dog. Fine, have it your way. Let's see how much of a difference a change in color really makes against such overwhelming odds. I welcome you to try. Shall we? I think the game's just straight up telling me the Spear of Ur, a space element, releases Stigma's power in the form of countless space spears. Let's go for it.
Oh, blue seal carved within my soul's abyss.
The Spear of Ur.
Become a pillar of light upon this purgatory.
Go!
Fly, holy spears of heaven!
Go! Holy, that damage!
Oh, heavenly
Heavenly Sphere. You know what? No, we're not dealing with you. You're dying. Spears of heaven. There goes one. Another dimension. There goes two. Just Wiseman. And he's already almost dead. Sorry, Wiseman. Just seems to me that your plans never quite work out for you, do they? Such a pity. See ya.
Guys, my thanks to you.
Ah.
Well done. As long as Phantasma exists, I will never die. I'll always be watching you from here, Kevin Graham. Watching to see just how long you can continue to desperately play tough before accepting the reality around you.
Well then.
Desperately play tough, huh? I wish I could disagree.
What do you mean?
Kevin!
Kevin! How are you? Are you alright?
I'm fine. I think I just overdid some. Again. I'll be okay, though. I won't flop over like I did last time I pulled this. Not after I've made my mind up to finally face Rufina head on.
Good.
Up and at 'em. Still, we might be in them, but we're not really in the best situation here, are we? How are we even supposed to get that door open? I don't think we're even enough to get it to budge.
Yeah. Well, we've come this far. We can't just give up. I think we're going to have to destroy it.
As usual, you mind if we try something, at least try something else before resorting to rampant destruction? Besides, I think the gate's the most important defining structure down here. What makes this a replica of Gehenna more than anything? I can't see it being very easy to destroy.
Hey, who?
It sounds like...
Is this a joke?
Gilbert! Why are you here?
I've never been so happy to see someone else in my life.
Why are you here, Gilbert?
And once again, you go out your way to defy logic.
How did you end up in hell?
We found you in some weird-ass places, but this has got to be one of the weirdest of them all. How did you get down here?
His presence is more than a little suspicious. You're not working with the Lord Phantasma, are you?
The Lord of what? No, forget it. We don't have time to chit-chat. We need to run now. What we're done for. Gilbert, what did you...
What was...
Roaring. The sound of flapping wings. A lot of them.
Gilbert, what did you do? Gilbert!
Oh, there's devils.
Not as high ranking as the two we just beat, but they're no slouches either. Are we supposed to take this many on at once?
Do something! This is your responsibility! I don't want to die!
And you think we do?
I sure don't. Damn it, I used too much of my Stigma's power. At least try and get these two an opening and get away, but how?
Help?
Kevin!
I don't think I got much of a choice here.
What the? The door's opening?
Oh! Everyone!
Kevin, rise. You okay?
Thank goodness we made it.
What is this place? Hell? Oh my, looks like a one-to-one replica of a Gehenna. My compliments to the designer.
I see you two hanging in there.
I can see we're in for a fun time.
I think it's Gilbert with you.
I don't know, but thanks for coming.
You guys?
Why? After you fell down here, Celeste was gracious enough to search for your location. And thanks to you having the cube with you, we were able to find you. She finished connecting a path here only moments ago. This door will take you back up to the garden.
Really?
We appreciate it.
I can't believe my luck.
Anyway, the target can wait until later. We'll charge in and try and force an opening in the rings. You take that chance to break through and get through the gate. Hurry. Thanks.
Truly, thank you.
Then shall we begin?
A most thrilling dance with devils awaits. Righteousness shall be victorious. Fall before the blade of a Vander.
Let's do this!
And coming at... Holy crap, everyone's firing away. Freaking... Holy crap, run! Get out of there! Those poor devils did not know a him. Hopefully everyone got out easily. Chapter 7, End.
That's about the long and short of it.
Hey, everybody. What happened to Gilbert?
In our words, all this, everything that's happened is my fault. All of you are victims who had the misfortune of knowing me and getting dragged into this. No apology's sincere enough, but I'm so sorry for what you've been put through.
I'm not following. Why? I heard all you said, but I don't think you've got any reason to be that sorry.
Come again, still? Based on what we've learned, Phantasma choosing a new master was an inevitability. It's something it would have done whether you were there or not. As such, after Lost the Auroral, something like this would have happened no matter the circumstances.
To be fair, he's not wrong. Considering the fact it would always be connected to people who, like, knew each other. Like, it would have, if it didn't happen with Kevin, it probably would just happen with someone else. Like, it probably would have happened with Joshua, maybe even Ren. And I can believe it happening to either of them. And it just would have been a matter of being somebody else.
I agree. Phantasma would have simply chosen someone else and created a different world as a result of the trauma that lay within.
The thought that you might have been chosen is nothing short of terrifying, too. Everything that's happened to us in here so far is nothing compared to what we would have had to endure had that come to pass.
Oh, Muella, your words are like the sweetest kiss turned frozen upon parting. Do you have that little faith in me, your one and only? Perhaps everyone here would have been drawn into the most ravenous feast the world has ever seen, but nothing more than that.
Thank you, Olivier.
I'm scared.
But you should be, child.
I'm just disgusted.
You're a special degree of creep, you know that?
I want no part in any feast that comes out of your brain.
Counts me out of this one.
I can't help but feel like you guys are kind of missing the point.
Well, don't think this is me trying to defend you or anything, but in a sense, it might have been a good thing you were chosen over anyone else.
Really? How do you figure?
I'm lost as well. Your thing was obviously very powerful, and it's capable of exerting a lot of control over things. Enough so that Phantasma as it is now exists in a state of order. But what if it had chosen someone else? Would the world have been able to maintain order then?
You know what? She's got a point. It could have been a lot more chaotic. It's possible that Phantasma would have been unable to contain the chaos that ensued and gone out of control under someone else. Is what you're essentially getting at, right?
I knew you'd understand, Joshua. If that happened, a lot more people might have been caught up in this. Not that I got a problem with a lot more guests at the tea party. The more the merrier. Come on, Renee.
I think you're the only one who would be having fun.
She's right. I don't think you've got any reason to beat yourself up over this.
We're all very different people from different walks of life. But right now, we're all here sharing a common destiny.
Yeah, in times like these, we gotta help each other out, right?
Besides, this place relates to the Auroral, which is Liberal's problem. From my perspective, you're a victim. I couldn't agree more. As such, Kevin, we would appreciate you continuing to lead us as you have done so far. It's time to truly bring an end to what was started half a year ago. What can I even say?
First I'm stupid, then Rice pulls off the dumbest thing I've ever seen, and now you guys. This must be the biggest group of idiots in all of Zemuria. I swear, you wouldn't find a more gullible, naive bunch anywhere on the continent. I was happy to use each and every one of you for my own devices right to the very end. So how can you be so...
It's alright, Kevin.
Kevin.
Sometimes you just know when to... You just have to know when to give in. And you're at that point right now. Your luck ran out the second you got stuck with us.
Got stuck with you, you mean? Spending too much time with pushy, meddling do-gooders who don't know when to quit like you is bad for anyone.
You want to say that again? Well, of all those things describe you to a T, that much is true.
They certainly do. I think they're very good points, though. Yeah, so do I. I think it still's rubbed off on all of us at this point, and that's not a bad thing.
Thanks, guys.
Group of idiots is right. We're smack dab in the middle of a shitty situation here, but you wouldn't know it by looking at us.
With a team this spectacular, what do we have to fear? There's a chance we could even overthrow the Erebonian government if we put our minds to it.
Need I remind you that's not something an Erebonian prince should be saying out loud? Alright, I know what I'm beat. We're in this, together. And this time I actually mean that.
Got it.
We're happy to have you with us.
Anyway, at least now we know exactly what we need to do here. We need to defeat Rufina, the Lord Phantasma. There's no getting around that.
Unfortunately not. Indeed. With that said, just where is she? You didn't encounter her in Gehenna, did you? She disappeared right after the two of you fell down there.
That's a good question.
I think it's safe to say she wasn't down in Gehenna with us. If she had been, she would have shown herself at some point.
Yeah, But then where is she?
I believe I can answer that.
Celeste?
Celeste.
Didn't realize you were here. Can't thank you enough for saving our hides earlier.
Truly, I doubt that we would have been able to get out unharmed if not for your assistance. We're both grateful beyond words. I was more than happy to help. All of us are here in the same predicament, myself included. You can even think of me as another one of your companions if you'd like.
Naturally. What kind of answer are you thinking you can give?
Ah, yes. It took some time, but I was able to ascertain your current location.
What?
Really? Is that what you've been working on all this time? Yes, it is. During my investigation of the 7th plane, I was able to gain an understanding of the layout and contents of Phantasma as a whole. I also discovered that the Lord of Phantasma isn't in any of the planes. Rather, she is outside of them. Phantasma contains more than just the planes.
What's it like outside them?
Think of the planes you've been exploring as a giant multi-layered structure in the center of Phantasma. They're all you have known up until this point. This world consists of more than them. That said, the rest of Phantasma is just a vast, barren wasteland at this point, abandoned and devoid of life. Hard to picture without seeing it for myself.
Do you know where this big abandoned wasteland she is? Because if it's that vast, just knowing she's there probably ain't gonna help us much.
I have a relatively good idea where she is in it, thankfully. Although that doesn't solve the coal problem. I feel the word vast doesn't do the scale of the wasteland itself justice. I believe it's roughly the size of the continent you live.
You're kidding.
It's the size of Zemuria!
That is going to pose a problem. Hey Ren, can you use Potter Modder?
Crossing an area that massive on foot would take months, maybe even longer. We don't have any other means of transport that we could use.
I'm not sure my powers would be of any use to you here. I can't place monuments too far from this garden for one thing.
Even if we did commit ourselves to trekking across the whole thing on foot, without the cube's power, we couldn't come back and resupply.
Trying to take several months worth of food hardly seems realistic.
Well, this is a tough one. I can only think of waiting for her to come to us.
What's up with it? What's up with you, short stuff? Got something on your mind?
Well, I was just thinking, why not use the RCL?
Ah, how?
What?
The replica we encountered on the first plane?
Yeah, this world's supposed to react to desires of people in it, right? So while that RCL might not be the real one, it looks just like it. Everyone here is pretty familiar with the real thing and how it looks, so it seems like a ship we could all picture flying easily. Maybe I'll wish for it to fly here, it might actually happen. Sorry, I'm being silly, aren't I? I don't know what's gone into me. This isn't even something an engineer should be saying. I don't think you're silly at all, Tia. In fact, I think that's a fantastic idea. You do?
It does seem like the easier something is to imagine. The easier it is. It does seem like the easier something is to imagine, the easier it is to have it realized in Phantasma. And both you and Julie are familiar with the exact structure of the RCL, while most of us are here have seen and been on board it.
This might actually work. There's clearly no rules saying airships can't exist here either, given that we already been on the Black Ark.
Well, Celeste, do you think it would work? The RCL was the ship you used to board the Liber Ark, I believe. And if I were to feed the image of it flying then and back into the system, I think this may actually be possible. If all of you are on board, the White Wings will take the skies once more.
We can really make this happen.
Can't believe it. Well done, Tita.
Holy, you really outdid yourself this time.
Wait a sec. Does this mean we might be able to make the Bobcat fly? There's a copy of that here too.
Oh, you're right.
How many of you are familiar with that?
Crap, forgot about that.
I think Josiah are the only ones who have actually flown in it.
Shara, Olivier, and I have technically been in it, but that was just as stowaways.
Yeah, that was back when we were investigating that airship hijacking. What a fond memory that adventure made now that I look back.
I'm not sure what the odds of success would be then. That's a rather small number of people. I think it would be wise to try to focus on trying to revive the RCL first.
Okay. Still, this sounds like a much better plan than trying to walk there on foot. We should prepare for departure at once, then make our way to the RCL.
Don't gotta tell me twice.
We'll have a lot in store for us if we're able to make this work.
However, I should warn you all of one thing. Once you have flown the RCL to the area where the Lord of Phantasma waits, that will be it. You'll be unable to return to this garden ever again. needs to be mindful of that.
Never. Not even once.
Because we won't be able to use the cube's warp functionality anymore.
Correct. Using it to warp is only possible when you are within a certain range of the garden. Go outside of that and it is no longer possible. So before you depart, I would ask that you make absolutely sure that you have everything you need and are ready for whatever you may find there.
Good to know.
Wouldn't hurt to do some extra training then. I don't doubt we're all gonna have to play our part in things to come.
Yeah, you're right. I wouldn't mind getting in some exercise myself. Won't wind up being the one to drag the group down.
This will be our last opportunity to open the door scout throughout the plains and take anything we find, too. It's probably best I sit down and sleep here for the time being, then. If you're just door hunting or trying to get some practice in, I'd only get in the way. If anyone else wants to learn how to use the cube or fill out my notebook, I'd be happy to teach you. Just let me know. Let's just be sure that when the time comes, we leave with no regrets. Right.
Chapter 8. The Future We Dream of.
Oh, this is weird. Now we can actually have full, complete control over our party.
Piece of cake.
Well, I want Estelle,
ready?
Joshua, and we'll do...
Shall we?
I am ready.
So I assume the game's saying, like, Ryder Kevin. Once we're ready to leave, we should let Celeste know.
The area Kevin and Rice fell into is not the only part of the seventh plane that exists.
I've scouted another much more vast area there. As I have reason to believe it's filled to the brim with devils as well as highly dangerous. Nonetheless, I placed a monument down there to serve as an anchor should you wish to explore. You should be able to warp there.
The Abyss is now accessible. Contain many powerful enemies, devils included, making it the perfect place to efficiently level your party members. Interesting. Interesting. First of all, any new weapons? There actually are new weapons. Sort of? Yes, actually. Hercules. Sorry, I'm going crazy. Wait, armor. Cosmic gear. It's the most expensive thing imaginable. Even the music here's changed. Admittedly, kind of miss it. I kind of miss the other music. Felt more fitting for it, but I also understand why we get this music here. Well, I was immediately going to go straight to the, I want to see what this looks like. Hang on. The Abyss? Are we just talking about... Oh, no, we are not talking about what I thought. What is this? What am I looking at? What in the world? Thanks, game, for taking me to the void. Oh, we're in the finale. I thought there would be one more chapter, considering it usually says final chapter. So, this is the final explorable Area 1. So the game's saying this is a good place to, like, farm for experience. Is that it? I might take it up on that offer. Let's go ahead and just make some easy kills, see what we're dealing with here.
Let's end this.
How much experience we talking here?
Oh, pitiful souls, may you rest.
Decent chunkage. Celestial Bomb. The chests are still boring? Why? Why would you have the chest be boring still? How dare you? I wonder how deep this goes. What the hell? Wait, what? Hang on. It's just copy paste. Okay, I was just making sure I wasn't going crazy there. Well, for now, I think we'll explore this later. Well, I might explore a little bit on my own, but if there anything important happens, I'll make sure to save before anything, like before ever switching areas in case something happens, in which case I'll just not explore anymore. I just want to at least have a little bit so I have something I can at least farm for experience. But I think I'll go ahead and end it here for today. So, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed and hope to see you all later. Peace.